Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, before I talk about the merits of the bill, I'd like to summarize the current system in Pennsylvania. Currently, to do plumbing work in Pennsylvania, you have to look at the municipalities that you wish to do work in. Currently, there are municipalities that require you to pay a licensure fee to do plumbing work within their county. Within their municipality. And on top of that, counties require you to pay a licensure fee to do work within the county. Additionally, counties may require you to take their test to do work within their county. In the 5 counties surrounding Philadelphia, we've had plumbers from union shops and open shops come to us and say it costs them $6,000 to do work in those surrounding counties. $6,000 because we don't have a statewide licensure. We have counties all across Pennsylvania that require you to take their test and to pay each individual municipality a licensure fee because we don't have a statewide licensure. If that wasn't bad enough, you can go through all of that and you still can't do work in Ohio and West Virginia and Delaware, New Jersey, New York, without going to those states and taking their statewide license and paying their statewide fee. If we just had a statewide licensure of plumbers, like the other 44 states in the country, you wouldn't have to go through all of those extremes to do work in Pennsylvania. And the impacts of this bill, I think that is the current system explains why we need a statewide licensure. So how will we transition those currently working in Pennsylvania onto a statewide license as smoothly as possible? We do that by having a generous grandfather clause. A grandfather clause that says if you've already passed a test in Philadelphia County or Allegheny County or any of the 12 third-class counties, or you've passed a test in any of the 53 third-class cities, you are grandfathered in and you can be a licensed master plumber or journeyman. Mr. Speaker, the folks that are currently doing the business of being a plumber or running a plumbing business have an extremely generous grandfather clause to become a licensed plumber. Additionally, if they don't wish to have a statewide license, if they'd rather go to each individual municipality and each individual county and each individual surrounding state, they can do that under this bill. This bill does not tell them that tomorrow, the day after this bill would be signed into law, that they can't do the work they're already doing. Under this bill, they can continue to do the work they're doing today. They can continue to pay the $6,000 in the southeastern 5 counties. They can continue to go into the other states and pay their licensure requirements. They just can't call themselves a master plumber. They just can't call themselves a licensed plumbing contractor. That's what a title protection bill does. It protects the consumers that when you open up the yellow pages and you select a plumbing contractor or a master plumber, that you have some level of protection knowing that that individual or that company has met a set of standards that is tied to a building code. Mr. Speaker, our consumers, whether they pick up the yellow pages or they Google for a plumber, should know that that professional has some level of training. I don't think that's too much to ask. And by the way, if you know a plumber who's been doing plumbing work for 30 years and you know how good they are, it doesn't matter if they call themselves a handyman, a licensed plumber, a plumbing contractor, you know their work. And their work will not be affected by this bill. What will be affected is where they can do work, how much they have to pay to do work in Pennsylvania and other states, and how many different tests they have to take to do work in Pennsylvania. If you're okay with the status quo, then I urge you to vote no. But if you are like me and you have plumbers that are locked out of doing work in surrounding states, surrounding counties, surrounding municipalities, and you want to help fix it, then let's establish a board regulated by the industry that's split 50-50 between open shops and union shops. And let's pass House Bill 442 and join the other 44 states and have a statewide licensure so that consumers and our plumbing employees and businesses can compete fairly and adequately, not just in Pennsylvania, but in the surrounding region. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.